What I found in this program is I'm interpreting life differently. I'm just seeing it so differently, as though I'm actually connecting with me since I started connecting with me.
And you're also noticing how disconnected you are too, that there's work to be done?
And I've also noticed that I'll drop back at times, and I'm really noticing how disconnected I can be at times, which used to just be normal, normal if you like. So it's been so important to have this training, to have someone noticing you. Tasha's noticing things in me that I'm not noticing myself, which it's been out. So once Tasha notices something and tells me about it, then I look at myself and become aware of it. And so, and then I'll be, at times I'm finding myself more and more aware. I'll pick myself up. Go, oh, I'm doing that, I'm feeling that. So having someone there, a mentor or coach, to actually notice it in you, if you're not noticing it in yourself. So that's just invaluable.
And what did you feel? I mean, that's a full day of taking care of yourself. Have you ever done that for you? So that's intense retreat. That's what they do at health retreats. And my background is health retreats, and Anthony Robbins, and Robert Kiyosaki, and being immersed in work rather than just being told what to do and reacting. So you're going into that mode, aren't you? What does it feel like to be fully immersed in your own body, in your own being?
It's enlightening.
What sensation does it feel like? Or you're still connecting with your body. You still have a long way to go, correct?
Yes.
And you're looking forward to every day unraveling you. Yeah?
Yeah.
So it's not just a shot and a few techniques. It's about connecting with your own flow, so you can live your own uniqueness in this lifetime. Is that correct?
Yeah, definitely.
I know, we have had to close everything because we're having a conversation.
My father's genes as well. I mean, it's only been...
Notice you have an answer for everything.
I did.
Your father's genes have nothing to do with it. You haven't learnt that yet.
Less than a week, and it's a fantastic journey of looking after myself. Like being on a health retreat, I'm actually preparing very good quality food and putting it in me, actually tasting it. That includes many fruit drinks as well.
As a result of working together, how are you hearing the voice recordings and the testimonials differently now?
When I first watched the videos and listened to the audio testimonials on Tasha's site, I thought, oh, it sounds fantastic, and yeah, I'm sure they're real, but back here I really didn't believe that they could be just such incredible experiences. And I had to be sent back to read them too, because I hadn't read them thoroughly the first time. So once I had done that, now having visited Tasha, it's those testimonials. I listen to them from a completely different space. They're completely real. It's just mind-blowing. And going from where I was before I visited Tasha to now is such a contrast. And I wish back then I'd put myself in a position of believing, yes, that is totally possible. Because now I realise that it actually is mind-blowing.
Imagine making love in that state that those people are, or having food in that state, or
Notice the different energy around you in there
anything
to what it is today.
To integrate that into life.
You're more up.
Imagine living that way every day.
So you can't notice the difference.
So, on those testimonials, imagine actually living life when you're in that state, whether it be
sound more
love making,
believable.
eating food,
The tone.
even doing your job. everything becomes more enjoyable, and it's just more a part of you. It's quite mind-blowing. So just imagine that. I'm doing a job, food, whether it be love making, eating food, even doing a job. Everything becomes more enjoyable, and it's just more a part of you. It's quite mind-blowing. So your whole life becomes more enjoyable because you're connected and present in everything you do. Whether it be your job, your love making, your shopping, your washing up, whatever you're doing. I've noticed work myself, I can breeze through that now. I used to be really bored, so it's which I didn't think was possible. So it's a real connection. It's been fantastic, I gotta say.
Again, we did certain exercises to connect with your body. What did you feel when you did the meridian exercises together with me? What was the feeling in your body?
Okay. So today we did some meridian exercises, which I wasn't really sure what to expect, which is part of a course really for the week so far. And you know, I did a lot of stretching almost every day at home to stay flexible. And I thought I was pretty flexible, but these meridian exercises are gentler, and there was all this stretch, but without the feeling of the stretch that I have with the exercises, the stretching I would do at home. And so it was really an aliveness, like the cells are lighting up, which I certainly don't experience when I'm doing my stretches at home. So there's something unique and special about this. So meridian stretches, well, previously I would stretch 4 or 5 days a week, trying to stay really flexible and supple. But then we've done the meridian exercises. I was getting lots of stretch there, but it was feeling different. It was like well, once again, they seemed natural. The body sort of sunk into them rather than me stretching it type thing. So big difference right there. Exercises that we're doing.
And more about not just the exercise itself, but how I guide you through to connect with the exercise with every moment.
And so Tasha was guiding me through the exercises and connecting with it, with the exercise, the stretching. So it was very, very, very different to me just doing regular stretches, which, by the way, I thought was all pretty good. I was doing the right thing and what felt right, but there was so much more. Another one of the big differences between me stretching at home and doing the meridian exercises is the actual connection, making it an event rather than just doing it to become flexible. Yeah, a big difference with the meridian exercises is we were approaching
not just meridian exercise.
So a big difference with the meridian exercises was Tasha guiding me through the exercise and really connecting and being in touch. Once again, it's all about connection, everything we do, and making it an event. So there's a real connection there, and it's the same with everything we're doing. It's an event, whether we're preparing food or doing meridian exercises or doing some exercises outside, anything at all actually. You pick anything and we're actually being present with what we're doing. So it's all about making everything an event rather than just being in robotic mode when we do so many things. That's probably a good way to put it, I think. So whether you're washing up or doing meridian exercises or working, whatever you're doing, making everything an event, and you experience it on such a different level.
Much good stuff there
So
was.
often we're on just in a robotic mode, just going through our lives, and it's just not right for human beings.
Okay. And the video you watched today?
Okay, right out. Okay.
School video. Can you talk about it now without
Sure.
listening to this?
Sure. So the school video we watched, it presented an upbringing and education of students about life, regardless of their age, very young to some that are like early 20s, and they're being taught from very early ages to how to lay bricks and carpentry, to dancing, to self-defense, martial arts skills, absolutely everything. And on the academic side of things, they're completing their junior and senior high school in something like 2 years, or it might have been less, which is, and with very good grades. So, but they're not preparing the students for life, these young people for life, they're actually living life. It's quite amazing, and it's how humans should be. And this is what Tasha is doing here. So it's fantastic. So I'll just read the back of the DVD case. The school for 3 decades now, a Russian visionary, Mikhail Shchetanin, has been shattering both mainstream and alternative views on education while creating humanity's new future. At this school, the children have designed, built and decorated their own campus. They cover the entire high school curriculum in 1 year and get official master's degrees by the time they're 17. They cook their meals, do administration work, and write their own textbooks. They contemplate the meaning of the universe and swim out in streams. They dance, draw, sing, pick strawberries in the surrounding fields. Okay? They can shoot from an automatic rifle and fight with swords. They master ancient folk crafts by awakening their ancestral memory. Okay? The girls choose not to wear miniskirts, makeup or flashy jewellery. They have no interest in TV or video games. They do not prepare themselves for life. They live every moment they breathe. They do it all with a mission to reclaim our true essence and to bring back part of planet Earth. They do it with a mission to reclaim our true essence and to bring back to planet Earth the era of awareness and peace. The school will fill you with tremendous inspiration as you witness the enormous creative power in each human being.
What are we doing here?
The enormous power of every human being.
Okay.
So that's what I'm doing with Tasha, awakening what's inside every human being.
You've forgotten that, haven't you?
Oh.
It's not just about study, it's not school, as in they are living the life rather than preparing for the life.
They're living life while they're at school. Let it be learning how to build, weld, dance, sew, rather than just sitting there like in your conventional classroom and being told do this and what they do there. It's not.
The school is offering, yeah?
And what I'm actually doing,
Well, you're not fixing anything with that, you're not coming with a problem, we're actually living life. And you actually wanted to fix a problem, remember?
Yeah, so what Tasha's doing is not fixing a problem, just accessing the power within every human being that we so often just ends up being shut off for whatever reason. So accessing what's inside, not fixing it.
While we're living life.
Yeah, while we're living life.
What did I say?
Yeah, there's no right or wrong, there's nothing to be fixed.
Well, when you're living the right life, there's nothing. There is no problem. was just an event that you move on from. But everyone out there wants to do therapy on your problem and focus on that, but it doesn't give you the new skills, new tools,
That's it.
and a new life format.
So, in this short week so far, I'm connecting with myself. I thought I had this problem and that problem, but they're actually not. Once you connect with yourself and living yourself, that's seen in a completely different light. So initially I thought I had this problem and that problem, but once you connect with yourself, you realise it is what it is. There's no good or bad. You're just working with who you are. Out there, you've got all these. I thought I had this problem and that problem, but they're actually not. Once you connect with yourself and living yourself, that's seen in a completely different light. Out there, you've got all these therapies, psychologists, etc., trying to fix the mind, fix the mind, fix the mind. The thing is, it's not in the mind, it's in the heart. So we have all these therapies out there that focus on the problem, on the mind, and they're trying to fix that when it's actually to do with inside you, in your heart. It's not in the mind, it's in the connection.
It's in the connection to the life you're living. And psychology can't give you that, can it?
So it's in connection with the life you're living, not in your mind. Psychology can't give you that.
Therapies can't give you that.
Therapies can't give you that.
It focuses on what's wrong.
They simply focus on what's wrong.
You're working on the life you're living, the life you're creating, day in, day out.
So what we're working on here with Tasha is the connection and working on the life you're living. Not, okay, you have a problem in your mind and let's focus on the problem, which a lot of therapists, in fact, pretty much all the therapists out there do. So what I'm doing with Tasha here is working on me, not a problem in there somewhere and focusing on the problem, working on connection with me and how I'm living, which all the therapies out there tend not to do. They just focus on that, as they see problem, and so you're focusing on it. Even psychiatrists and psychologists say themselves, it's not an exact science. And it's no wonder that they're having such trouble getting results that they think they can get with their patients. We're just barking at the wrong tree.
Would that be one of the reasons why you were drawn to Anthony Robbins as well, and you were drawn to me because I have spent time with Tony Robbins, and we actually, and you, as you said before, you've read it but you've never put it into practice, and you're realising how actually simple it is to put that into practice. Yeah.
So I've been a personal growth student for a while now. I have a couple of Anthony Robbins courses, and there's some fantastic material in there, but I never really did a lot with it, and he made it sound very simple, but yeah, it wasn't put into practice. And what Tasha is doing is a lot of what Anthony is doing, and she's showing me how easy it is to put it into practice.
I'm actually involving you in putting it into practice. How's that?
So I've been a fan of, so I've done a lot of personal development over the last 3 or 4 years, including I have a number of Tony Robbins DVDs, audio courses, and listened to them many times. And they sound simple enough and easy enough to get results, but I hadn't really put them in action very much. And so that's what Tasha is doing here now with me, and I'm realising how easy it is to put into action. And it's fantastic having a mentor or coach talking on the same level, pretty much. So yeah. It's great to have a mentor coach that's on the same level as Tony Robbins, and it's so much the same material, and she's assisting me put it into practice, which is relatively simple. relatively simple because she involves me.
Involving rather than showing.
Mm.
Involving.
Yeah. So actually, Tasha is involving me and putting it into practice with me. Like a life coach, if you like. So Tasha is actually involving me in life, not just activities, but in life, and actually living the principles. And an absolute mentor. Certainly a mentor, and a lot of the Anthony Robbins material is material that also, or beliefs that Tasha has and utilises and connects with. And so a lot of Tony Robbins material is stuff that Tasha is very, very familiar with and puts into practice every day and is putting it into practice with me. So it's fantastic. And is sharing with me. So it's nice I keep hearing the same things from different places, and it's certainly all making sense now. Yeah, it's very, very simple. So putting these principles into practice, and now it's real.
Rephrase that instead of making sense.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And today you had the earth energy experience.
At this point, Fraser talks about sex schools, tantric sex and sexual healing.
So there's all these tantric sex schools out there that say they're not sex services. So they say in the websites that they'll teach you sex techniques and make you a better lover. So, but they're not actually addressing what's inside. They're bottom line, they're just a sex school, if you like. They're teaching you better sex techniques.
Here we train in sexual energy, not section energy. Different energies entirely.
So, what we're talking about is difference between sex and sexual energy. That's such an important definition there. Sexual energy is something that affects every part of your life. Okay? The sex is just sex. So the sexual energy and what you're doing with it, that's really the important thing, and that's what Tantra is about. So we're talking sexual energy, and these Tantra schools and websites, they're just talking sex, not sexual energy. And so there's a huge difference there. And real Tantra, addresses the sexual energy. Very, very important to understand the difference there, and it's become very, very clear to me.